All right, welcome back, everybody. May the Most High bless you. I pray all is well with everybody, that you are having a beautiful, blessed day. Excuse my voice in this video. I'm kind of lost it last night with the weather changing and everything, but nevertheless, that's not going to stop me from this video. My title now says, JT, what do you think about so many black women who wear weave in their hair or who wear wigs? And let me give a shout out to Sister Deja and Sister LaShawn. First of all, welcome to the page. If you might not know, on this page I do real talk videos and we do Bible studies. So this is a real talk video. And you say you hope you wasn't being funny, or I would think you weird any kind of way for asking me about, women wearing weave or wigs from a male standpoint, from a man's standpoint. So, sister, I'm going to give you something to think about in this video. Both of y'all, you know who you are. And for all the other listeners, coming from a man point. And this is a hot, touchy subject for a lot of people. Some people are already mad off the title. But let me start off by saying this also. This is not a video to down the black woman, to talk bad about the black woman. I'm not the man to get on camera, to cuss you out and all that. We got enough videos on YouTube from a lot of men doing it, just like a lot of women going bad on men. So this video is out of love and it's from the heart. And I want to say that first. So from a man's point of view, and even biblically speaking, let me start it like this. Because for so many years, for so many generations, the world have taught you their way versus Yahweh. And according to what you look at all the time, whether it's television, magazines, or even the internet commercials, after a while you start trying to become what you look like. Because you've been taught to say this, to look like this, programmed to go against each other in the first place. Taught how to dress, even taught. Even when you look at a lot of older movies, you see the way that it's been portrayed as the black woman, the black man, because most of us don't know who we are. We ain't never been taught history. We won't study. And the hair business have made so much money off of the black woman. I ain't just saying it's all black woman that's the only one wearing weaves or wigs. I'm not saying that, because a lot of people in different races may wear a wig. But the Koreans have made billions off of her. So when I think about the Bible, how it tells us that we are male and female, we are wonderfully made. But a lot of people don't like who they are. They don't like what they look like. So they change it up. Just like when I think about Michael Jackson, pretty much all the songs he wrote, his answers to what he was looking for was in his songs. When he looked at the man in the mirror, he didn't like it. So he tried to change it. So when I thought about when you try to change what you don't like, if you hate the way you look, then you're going to change the way you look. Now, most of these chemicals that male and female that we all done put in our hair, you really don't know what's off in them chemicals. And a lot of these chemicals have destroyed your real hair. So, it's my opinion that a lot of women don't see, just my opinion when I say this right here, they really don't see the beauty on how the Most High created them. They don't see how beautiful they already are without the weave, and even some without the makeup. But let me rightly divide this, because there are women out here who have cancer, and they put on a wig to cover up their bald head, or if their hair not all the way falling out. So let's rightly divide this. They put on the wig for that reason. You know, I said this in a video a long time ago at a church, how this pastor got mad because this woman had a cap on. So in the sermon, he directed his sermon and changed it up because people was already telling her, sister, you need to take your cap off in church. And she told them, my cap is on for a reason, but she didn't want everybody to know she had cancer. So she got so frustrated, she went on, just took the cap off and threw it on the floor. She said, now do y'all see why I have this cap on? She had all of her missing in the back. It was a little on the front, but the majority of her hair was gone. Can you imagine how stupid that pastor felt? Some women have cancer, so they wear a wig. My grandmother always wore a wig. Always. So some women have thin hair. So it's different reasons why some women wear wigs. Now, should your faith or how you worship be judged by your hairstyle? No, not at all. Salvation is an inside job, not an outside job. But the majority of the world judges you, by your outer appearance. According to what you got on and look like, a lot of people are already going to say, she this or he that. You got women versus women. Why you weaving it up? Why you want to wear your hair natural? Some women got beautiful hair and they still won't let it show. You see, when you look at the black woman using braids, just like the black man, a lot of men with long hair, they use braids, and then you got extensions. A lot of people put extensions in their hair. So the braids, the twists, the wigs, the weaving, a lot of women and men use that to protect and grow their hair. I'm just saying. But when you look at it, how much damage do these other products do to your head? So I'm looking at this from all angles. Then a lot of women, they'll tell you, I ain't got time to fool with my hair. So they put on the wig. They put on the weave. They don't. I mean, it's the ones that really wear a wig. You know, even my mama wear wigs all the time, like her mama did. And I'm gonna be real when I say this right here. Y'all black women love you, but don't get mad at this statement I'm about to make, because so many of y'all spend hours and hours, some a day, on your hair. It ain't nothing wrong with looking good. What make you look good is what make you look good. It's your life. It's your choice. You do what you do. I'm just coming from a man point of view. But if more black women would spend much time putting in their hair or doing their hair in their head, if they would spend that same amount of time putting their head in this book, this word, look at how more powerful they would become. Look at how more their lifestyle would change, because they putting something up here in their brain, their mind, I should say. If they would spend that time, think about it. Some women sit in the chair for hours. And I don't mean no disrespect by saying that. And you know the type of women who spend all day on their hair and all night. Y'all come on. Especially with a black woman, like I'm talking about. You shoot. Black women, it's like Brandon Mack said, they'll sleep with they standing up when they get their hair done. Don't touch my hair. They won't go swimming. Don't touch my hair. I don't want no water to get on my hair. And then the hairstyle don't even last that long. I don't want you to don't touch my hair doing sex. I can't have sex. I'm not gonna lay down on the pillow. I can't do this. I can't do that. You can say, hey man, y'all, we just telling the truth. Just like I used to tease my ex-girl about all the shoes she got in her closet. Buy this and buy that, and then you don't even wear half of them. You want them women to say, ooh, she got some new shoes on. She looking good in her heels. But at the end of the day, when you come home, first thing come out your mouth when you walk in the door is these heels. It's killing me. Some women don't care nothing for heels. But not to talk about shoes, but just making a point, you know. Let me say it like this. I'm trying to make sure I say this right. Some women are so beautiful, once again, so sexy, already natural. I give you a woman who I think is so beautiful with her smile. She's sexy the way she look, the way she dressed, and she don't have to have on nothing at all. without makeup, because I done seen her like this without. Angela Bassett. Even Lisa Ray, which is well hated on by a lot of people. Lisa Ray is a type of woman with no makeup on or not. Look good. Let me go old school, fellas. Foxy Brown, Pam Grier. Pam Grier to me is one of the most beautiful women that would never even have to put on makeup and still would look like Pam Grier, you know. But, like I say, it's who you are and what you love. But the Koreans, once again, they done made so much money off of the black woman. We got a spot down here called Big T Bazaar. Do you know how much money they make in Big T Bazaar off of her? You know, some women spend $400 or $500 on fake hair easily. $200 on this. But hey, it's their money. It's their lifestyle. I'm just making the point. I'm saying what the women that I know personally like this. Especially a lot of women that's baby mamas in the ghetto kind of way. That love this and love that. They will spend so much money on their fake hair and then be crying about in the same day how broke they are. But they looking good. And I'll tell them in a minute, yeah, you looking good, but you broke as hell. You broke as you can be. When you do the research, billions are spent on hair weaves every year. Every year. And see, 1 Peter 3:3. 1 Peter 3:3, I got to make a point with this, says, I'm just going to paraphrase this. 1 Peter 3:3 tells you, don't be concerned about your outer beauty or fancy hairstyles or expensive jewelry or beautiful clothes. And the reason why I'm saying is because when your outer appearance, when your outside become more important than what's on your inside, something's wrong with that. Now, Paul said the same thing in so many ways. Not to use that scripture to say you going to hell for wearing hair weaves and wigs and all that makeup. No, the point is, them women, especially when you go back to them in the Old Testament, there was the haughty, the women that was acting haughty. Their attitudes was messed up. So Peter was making a statement just like Paul was about, don't let that be your main focus. Let your inside be your heart. Let your worship be for real. It ain't about what you got on, but nowadays it's a what I be calling it, it's a dressing contest, you know. Even with the men, who gonna outdress who in the pulpit now, but not everybody. That's why I say I'm making this video like this, because not all black women are like this, but there are a lot that are like this. And if you get offended in this video, my intention is not to offend you, but to enlighten you on some things. Because this is where I really want to get to my message at right here. The reason why I want to say this, about this, and once again, my sister's beautiful question. Now, here's the thing. Think about Hollywood. And as I stated earlier, the commercials. So many other things. Magazines. This is what they do. Oh, y'all finna feel me with this. You probably ain't never thought of this. What they doing is selling you an image of beauty. The way they see it. They selling you an image. And they portray this image of this is the way they call beauty. But now keep in mind what I said at the beginning of the video. You were wonderfully made. Now, you know what that's going to do? Take your mind off that scripture. Because you don't forgot how wonderfully made that you already are. So you look at their side and you block out the most high side of beauty. Because now you putting it in your mind and your heart that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to look like. Even in men, most of us now lose our hair at an early age. Men got toupees, you know. Men got toupees and wigs and all this stuff out now. Because even from back in the day, putting on relaxers and Jerry curls and X curls, all them chemicals, especially in Malcolm X in them day, that hairstyle, the singers like the 5 Heartbeats, you saw the hairstyles of the singers back then. But a lot of them chemicals tore us up. Man, some of us hairline is so far back, It's on the next man head. Some of y'all will catch that later on. Bald spots. And a lot of men are sensitive about their hair. That's why you see a lot of black men, they don't want to cut that part off. Only reason I got this cap on because it's cold outside and the temperature is cold here. Y'all know my hair is bald headed. I don't have no shame. I always said, hey, my hair thin. I get to that point, I always wanted a bald head anyway. So I wear the bald head. You know, but it's cold. I'm just covering back up because it's cold. But y'all see the videos with my bald head and all that. But not to stay on us as men, but just making the point. You know, you see the perms now. Perms been, I don't know how long, perm my hair, you know. But I remember growing up, mama would be doing the young girls' hair with them hot curlers, grandma. And you get burnt spots on your neck, you know. They would stay in them chairs for a long time. And that's why I'm making this point, biblically speaking, from the Bible, about us being wonderfully made. Because when you stick so far much as on the way the world portray you to look, you have removed the image that the Most High have gave you. The way he designed us. And remember from the beginning, he said everything that he made was what? Good. So if what he made was good, why are we replacing it? But once again, it's each to their own. Everybody is different. Sister, I'm just coming from a man point of view. We in so many ways, we have replaced it. We have removed the image on the way we was wonderfully made. Y'all. And then some women, I don't want to get older. I want to continue to look younger. I don't want that look older, and I don't want to get older and older and older. So they use that. You know, it's a blessing to get older. It's a blessing. Even in church now, most women have weaves in their hair or a wig on. Look at them when they start shouting. You know. But like I say, it's different reasons. You don't really know on some people why they wearing a weave in their head. Because if they sitting up fighting with cancer, or if they hair is thin once again. Now, I'm gonna give you something to think about with the Old Testament. Because this is another reason why our Father, Most High, didn't want Israel to look like nobody else. It was a lot of idolatry going on, a lot of idol worship going on. A lot of prostitution was going on. And think about it, some women, when they put on all that makeup and wigs, and now a lot of women are dressing so revealing, what do they put you in the mind of? A hooker, a prostitute that's standing on the corner. You shouldn't want to look like a hooker. You shouldn't want to dress like a hooker. But the dresses are so tight now, the cleavage is out so much now, even in the church. You portray a look of something somebody gonna judge you that you might not even be. Just because somebody is dressed like a hooker might not mean that they're a hooker. Y'all see my point? So according to who you are, how you was brought up, you know, they have a lot to do with the way you look, the way you dress. Some women wouldn't dare wear a short skirt according to what religion you was brought up in. Some women won't never show their hair. You know who I'm talking about. Head covered up, whole body covered up. And there's some women out here, her hair is so beautiful. And they done been so brainwashed to look at this worldly way. But their hair is so beautiful, but they can't see it. They really can't. That's why I say, once again, you do what you do, though, you know. But a lot of men, sometimes, they hate the fact that a woman won't never show their real hair. They always, you know, as they say down here in Dallas, Texas, you weaving it up, you know. You weaving it up. You think about this. Like I was saying, our Father didn't want Israel to dress like, to look like. He wanted them to be set apart, holy, different. He wanted them to not look like them prostitute temples. I mean, I said that backwards. He didn't want them to look like them women that was in the temple that was prostituting, because prostitution was very hard up in the Bible. But once again, when you keep looking at TV, magazines long enough, commercials, look at how many women, I want that look right there. Girl, you see that weave she got in her? Now that weave right there costs about $400-500. So I'm talking about what I know, what I see all the time, what I deal with. That's why I love doing these real talk videos like this, because it's nothing wrong with asking these questions, sister. Because everything can be traced back to something. It have a beginning where it started from. But like I say, but when you've been brainwashed so long on what you're not supposed to look like, then it take your mind off of how beautiful you was already made. Why you think they make so much money on makeup and hair products and clothes? And homosexuals, I love you, but I'm going to make this point. Why do you think so many women are so messed up in their mind now, where it's the homosexual that's dressing them, that can tell them how to dress more of a woman than a woman can? There's something wrong with that. And they be suited and booted from head to toe with a tight looking suit on and be sharp, but here it is, they telling you how to look. They telling you now how to do your hair better than you now. Why you don't see that? I'm talking to the ones that don't see that. Why you don't know what to do when you are created as a woman? We got men trying to be women. We got women trying to be men. And I don't mean no disrespect by saying this, but to make a point. When you look at all these reality shows and big time stuff now, first thing you see is they got the homosexual that's dressing them. Am I knocking that? No, just making a point. Because real women don't look for other people to show them how to dress. They know what they want to look like. They go shopping and they know themselves. They know what make them look good. And you know what I laugh at, just like I tease some of my choir members? You can spend all that time getting your hair done, your nails done, shopping, your feet done, pedicures, massages. But when it comes to Bible study, when it comes to choir practice or something involved in the church, or even if you ain't in the church, you're studying on your own time and doing things different, spiritual things, getting connected closer to the Most High, JT ain't got time for that. This is the way we do the Most High. You get some of these women in choirs, I hope we ain't going to be in here long. I'm ready to go home. You wasn't ready to get off none of that dry, though. You wasn't rushing that beautician when she was doing your hair. Ask yourself this, ladies. What look better to you? The way the Most High made you, or the way mankind have showed you their way of what you should look like? Which one looks better? That's why I'm rightly dividing this up. And once again, you got some women that have cancer and they have lost their hair. Then some women just go bald in some areas. So that's why they do what they do. Or like I said earlier, they have very thin hair. Very thin hair. But wearing, like I said about my grandma always wore a wig. But when she was around the house, she wouldn't have that wig on. And that didn't make grandma no less of a woman at all. I laugh at my mom and dad, because like I said earlier, my mama loved wigs. She go to the wig. I don't even went to the wig shop with her though. Go down the aisle, look at Ollie, I'd be like, wow, boy, that's a lot of money in her. She be showing me, look at this one, bro. Look at this. Look at this wig. Here it's red. Look at this. And see, my daddy can't stand that. And he always make a joke telling her, you trying to look like you're 21 all over again. Quit putting that S-H-I-T in your hair. That's my daddy. And she'll turn around and look at him and say, well, Negro, where your hair at? Your bald-headed self. Because baldness is bad on my dad's side of the family. It is. But my point is, he rather see her with her natural look. Because my mama have a natural look. She don't wear it often, but when she put her fro out, she got a lot of gray, so she died. She don't like the gray. Me, when I wore my hair, I love my gray. It come all down, and every time I get my hair cut, my hair, the gray will come even harder. You know? I gotta make this point too. A lot of baby mamas. Check this out. And baby mamas, no disrespect. If you real, then my video ain't gonna hurt your feelings. But if you so-called real, fake, this video gonna make you mad in so many ways. Because of what I'm saying. But the baby mamas who get their hair done, I ain't talking about every baby mama, but it's baby mamas that get their hair done, nails done, feet done every week. They take the child support check and it becomes baby mama check. You ever wonder why you see so many women, they look good, they always dressed up from head to toe. But then they child got on a dollar store t-shirt with holes in it. They ain't got no shoes on really. Child look a hot mess, but mama look good. What's wrong with that picture? Just keeping it real, y'all. Once again, I ain't talking about all baby mamas do that. So this is my take, sister. I'm looking at it from how you was wonderfully made versus how they want you to look. How they want you to look. And let me make a joke to y'all right quick, ladies. If you gonna shout when you go to church, please hear me out. If you gonna shout when you go to church, please make sure you got that wig on super tight. Because them deacons, they getting tired of you shouting and then they picking that wig up off the floor. They don't like picking them wigs up. Okay, that's my joke for the day, y'all. I'm just joking with y'all. I'm trying to make sure I done said everything I wanted to say in so many ways. I gotta make this point. Because I've actually sat down many times and watched beauticians and what they go through doing her. And we all, fellas, we know about that glue. Getting that glue with the women, I'm saying. How the women get that glue to stick it in place. Now, you don't know what's in that glue. And you stick it on and stick it on so much. Taking it off, taking it on, you know. It's so much in these chemicals, once again, now that it's scary. And I've seen some women, when that glue and then the sewing in weave, when it ain't taken out right, think about that. When it ain't taken out right, you've been snatching out some hair. Then look at YouTube. Look at all the hood fights on her. First thing happened when these women and these black women with these hood fights, they weave gets snatched out. They weave gets snatched out. Snatching and pulling. That messes up your real hair. So to me, as I try to wrap this video up, sister, in so many ways, you destroyed the Most High's image of what he wanted you to be. But also, the Most High gave you free will. So, by having free will, you can do what you want. Do he love you any less because you have a wig on, a weave on? No. He already told you, in his eyes, you was wonderfully made. That's why some religions, they say that her weave is an offense to God. But really is it? You know, we know what was said in the Bible, what the way he wanted Israel. But the thing is, you present your body, even right now, still you present your body a living sacrifice to be holy and acceptable. But once again, salvation is an inside job, not an outside job. But the Most High made his statements because, once again, you had them other pagans, them other folks that was in them temples. They had pagan worship going on. So he didn't want them to look like a prostitute. So they had to be holy, set apart. You know. So when I looked at this, I kind of got off subject. I wanted to say something else about that glue. But I'll go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope I said something that can open all our eyes. You know, a different view on. My whole point of this video is to tell you, you was wonderfully made. And don't let the world portray you of what they think beauty is. when the Most High showed you beauty. But if you ain't never studied and you don't know who you are, why you think so many women overseas in different countries and stuff, a lot of them won't put that stuff in their hair. According to who they are, you know, where you located, how you was brought up. Even I want to say in Africa, is it Africa? I'm trying to remember who it is. They wear wigs and stuff, but when somebody dies, they take all that back out and they show their natural self. I want to say it was someone. I want to say a part of Africa, but you know, whatever it was, if I come back with it, I just leave it in the comment box or something. But y'all, don't be offended by this video. It's out of love. Like I said, it's not to disrespect, but to enlighten you on how you was wonderfully made from the beginning. And don't get so caught up on cosmetics and all. Look at all the cosmetic surgery that has went on now, you know. And then you look at so many women now in different races that's getting their lips blowed up. They getting their hips blowed up. They taking in all these surgeries. And the thing about these surgeries and all this stuff you pumping in you see videos on YouTube where it show you how a woman get her butt blowed up, get put to sleep, and putting all this gel or whatever this stuff is in your so you can have a big butt. You want to get a big butt, like I tell women all the time when I used to train them working out. If you want to get a big butt, do some squats. You want your legs and your butt to grow, I could get you there. But that's my time, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Remain blessed. And don't let nobody steal your joy. Peace, and y'all take care.